From stories of glory to tales that compel, this is another literary moment with Mr. Yellowman. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, welcome again. This is a literary moment, and today we have one of my favorite authors. She is back again for a wonderful explanation and the second book in the Love Flower series. Everybody, welcome Arii, the author.
Yay!
What's up? What's up? What's up? How you feeling today, family?
I'm feeling good. It's all good in the hood.
Amen, amen. Today we're gonna talk about Marigold, book 2 in the Love Flower series, which is written in the perspective of winter.
Yes.
I first thing I want to say is it's amazing how you have multiple books in a series, but each book has a different perspective.
Yep.
So it not only introduces a new story, but it introduces it in a whole different perspective. So it's kind of like its own story, but still a part of this same overall adventure.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's why what I love about series so much. What at least from my perspective, because I told you before. Well, I'm gonna say it again. I don't think a lot of people when they write series, they write like one-off books, like standalone books, and they're just in a series. But you don't have to read them in a certain order, or whatever. But when I write a series, you have to read them in order because the stories piggyback off the next one. So, like, this story picks up a few months after the last one ended. So, and a lot of references. I don't explain the references. You just will have to have read the first book to understand them. Like the dynamic between Autumn and her best friend Samaya.
Right.
And all the other stuff that happened before. You had to have read the book.
It's kind of like Marvel, those Marvel movies.
Yes.
Okay. So this one also has the character descriptions, which I am a fan of.
It has a few more main characters.
Yes. Okay. So let's see. Let's start off and give them the character. Oh, fun facts. That's nice.
Did I add that in that book?
Yeah, this one's got fun facts.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty cool. So we have. I just run through some main characters because I see you have a bunch of other important characters. That's a whole list of its own. Oh, Ben ain't make the cut this time.
He and the other characters where he belong. Because this story ain't about him.
Oh, man. Touche. We have, of course.
But when you get to the ones under Ben, you can just skip them. The
Okay.
You see the ones I'm talking about? It's like two names.
Let me see. Under Ben?
It's just going to spoil it.
Oh, I'm not. I'm gonna just give them the because I don't want to spoil nothing for.
Oh, you're just gonna give them the names? Okay.
I'm gonna just give them the first 5. Well, the ones that go before they get to other important characters.
Yeah, you don't have to read all the kids' names either.
Okay.
So.
Okay. So we have Autumn, of course. We have Winter. That's Sydney. Samaya.
Yes.
Who worked her way up.
Yeah.
Nice. I see it. Isaac.
Yes.
Adonis and Jordan. And then we have these other characters. I'm gonna let y'all read those. Y'all got to get the book. You know.
Okay. Yeah, you ain't even gotta read them.
Yeah. Because it's a lot of them this time. I see it's more characters in the story. The story really develops this time. So, first things first. Umbrellas?
I said umbrellas. I'm about to start singing whatchamacallit.
Oh, man. So, what was your favorite scene in this book?
Our favorite scene in... I forget what chapter it is, but my favorite scene is when she finally opens up to Autumn about her trauma from the past. Now, I'm not going to spoil that for y'all, but Winter went through some stuff in high school and then later on in college.
Yeah.
because of her identity. Well, her sexuality and
Right.
being herself and stuff, and people
Being people.
being people. You know,
Okay.
had some friends that wasn't really friends.
Ugh, I understand that, man. So this. So, what made you change from Autumn's perspective to Winter's perspective in the second book?
Because I always wanted to do a second book, and I always knew that I was gonna write it in Winter's point of
Oh,
view.
okay. So it was already pre-planned. Okay.
Yeah, because I I don't usually write in one perspective the whole book.
Yeah.
Like that was hard for me.
Okay. So this was a new thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have Shayna Junior year, which is the real Miss Junior.
Yeah.
It's gonna be one, which is probably why it's so hard for me to finish writing.
Right.
I'm just not used to writing in one perspective. I'm used to having multiple perspectives because I just like letting everybody talk and hearing everybody's point of view of the story as it's being told along. But I wanted to. At first, I was gonna write the whole story again, but just from her point of view. I was like, no. I want to continue the story because that's just how into it I had got.
That's nice. Okay. So
that's why the prologue is basically like a summarized version of what happened in the first book.
And that's pretty interesting too, that you summarize the first book, but in her perspective, so you were able to, set it off on the right foot, because, like you say, it is the events that happen after the first book.
Yeah.
So you also not only, for those, you get a summary of the first book, but you get to see how Winter
she felt when the stuff was happening. Y'all still gotta read it because I didn't put everything in there. All right, so don't think y'all can just read the prologue and skip the first book. You still gotta read the first book.
Still gotta read the first book.
It's just that I wanted y'all to see her emotions.
Yeah.
Of how she was feeling. Like it shows how she was feeling when she when they had their first kiss, when they met in the elevator, and everything that lead up to them, dating and
getting into yes. So it takes off, you say, 3 months after the first book concludes.
So the first book ends in like mid-March, and then this one picks up in June, I believe, mid-June.
Oh, summertime.
End of June.
Yeah. So it's when the kids are out of school and they're having their summer vacation. Okay. And then it goes back into the new school year. Okay.
And that's when we meet her friends.
So it gets more into Winter. So the first book is introducing and understanding
and all her people and whatnot.
And then
we go to Winter and we learn that she has, friends.
Yeah, and a life, and she's not just a teacher. Okay.
Teachers have lives too.
Okay, oh man. Okay, so in this one I see that Ben plays a less important role in here, but that's probably because it's more about Winter than Autumn. So and
you already know what happened with Ben at the end of the story. Even though you didn't read it, you already know what's going on with him.
Oh man.
Loser.
Oh man. Yeah. You're right. So then it's how their love begins to grow or blossom more, because
and how they become even closer.
Yes.
And how basically Marigold is about her opening up more, because when she was a child, she was like this outspoken child, but she still didn't really have many friends.
Yeah.
Except the girl that from a diner that her family used to go to. They was real close with the owners. She was close with the grandchild. They was like in school together till she moved away. So she didn't really have any friends, even though she was outspoken and whatnot.
Right.
Around the time when she turned 12, she just had a bad
Yeah.
experience with people at the church, and then she kind of shut out. but she was still trying to make friends and whatnot. But she's not the most social person.
Yeah.
She was closed up. Even though she's an extrovert, she wasn't the most social extrovert because she spent most of her time at home with her parents and her family because she was just not many people was accepting of how she dressed or how she, didn't act like a stereotypical girl and whatnot. And then when she got to, high school, she tried making friends and that didn't work out. But she went through some traumatic stuff like 11th grade and then again in like her first 2 years of college because she was also really naive because she ain't never really had real friends before. And so that some stuff happened, and it's basically her trying to come to terms with that, and also people from her past come back up, and she meets this, she's talking to Autumn, and she's like, this is a wonderful person, and that's the first time in her life where she wants to protect somebody. She has somebody to protect, so that instinctively pulls her out of her shell because she's standing up for her, when it comes to hun, who. And so she has somebody that she wants to protect because before she wasn't standing up to nobody.
Right.
Like I said, she's an extrovert, but she's like a introverted extrovert or something like that.
Yeah.
She
Life's
doesn't have the
life in.
Yeah. And so it's just something in her that made her, she had somebody to watch out for, to look out for, to love and protect. And she learns to embrace that, and she becomes the protector role in the relationship. The nurturer. Even though she's younger than Autumn, she becomes the protector.
Okay. So if I'm digesting it right, the first book is kind of like them planting the love seed, and the second book is it beginning to sprout.
Yes, because if you read the last line of the description, it says this is how Autumn found winter on Sunflower, but then on Marigold, it says this is how Autumn. What does it say?
Winter and autumn became one.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. So it's just okay, and then the third story is the blossoming. Okay, and then the fourth story is the fruit from the tree.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Look at that. Yeah.
You all know it. You all know it.
Yeah.
Write it down. Cause I ain't made the descriptions for me yet. Okay. Write it
down. It's recorded.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, man. So okay, that's a beautiful thing. And this one. This one got 5 stars, y'all. Come on out. Woo, woo, woo. Whoop-de woo, whoop-de woo, woo. And how long was this one? Did it take to write this one?
I think like 3.5 weeks.
Come on, man. 3.5 weeks, bro. Come on, man. This is...
Let me explain Marigold for a second.
Okay, go ahead.
So the reason why I chose the marigold flower is because typically it's representing like the Day of the Dead, like Mexican culture, like the flower for you put on the ofrendas for like the people that went over to come back and visit and whatnot. So it's necessarily, what is it called, paired or seen or symbolizes like death or grieving and stuff like that, and just honoring your people,
the ancestors and such.
So grief, basically.
Yeah.
So, because of the stuff that she went through, I wanted to find a flower that represents that part of her life because of the trauma that she went through, and it's like she's blossoming into a new person.
Yes.
So she's saying goodbye to that person that she was when she was like in her late teens, early 20s, and she's become a new person. Because it also symbolizes passion and joy and what does it say?
So it's like she's presenting her flowers to her past self to get over that grief and understanding that there's a new something to be born from this old traumatic experiences.
Yes.
And she's just letting all of that go so she can become the person that she needs to be for her sunflower.
It says it symbolizes positive emotions like joy and excitement, and it also represents energy, good luck, warmth, creativity, prosperity, passion, and more.
So they're both joy flowers.
Yes.
Nice.
And it's crazy because Dad wasn't playing.
It writes itself.
She just likes Marigold. She's like, okay, well, you're a Marigold. But deep down, she really is a Marigold.
Yeah.
And Autumn really is a sunflower. Even
Nice.
though neither one of them can see why the other one would think they are. But they are what they are.
Amen. That's the beauty of finding someone who sees you in a different light, you know, because sometimes you get trapped in this darkness because, you know, life be lifing. So sometimes you're in this darkness.
It's crazy.
You know, and you can't see, and you can't see the light that you project. It sometimes takes somebody else to see you for who you really are, because sometimes you forget who you are, being placed in those situations and going through so many things. So like I said earlier, they're just there to, they came in each other's lives to at a very important point to help them see the light in each other.
Right.
That's nice.
And they were just like, how you instantly drawn to somebody. Like, I know attraction is one thing, but like,
the universe,
you picking up on their aura and their vibes already, and you haven't even said one word. I don't know. Something
meant, right? Soulmates, as you say.
It's really nice. I wanted to write something that it just give people hope. You know? I like hope.
You like hope?
Yeah.
Nice. This is a series of love, hope, and joy. You know, because I see as the story progresses, you can get into their characters, and like you say, your development, you see what they had to go through, and because it gives you a whole different perspective once you see what somebody has been through, for them to still get up and try and go through. So
because it showcases the anxieties and the fears and stuff, especially in the third book and whatnot. And at the end of the day, it just shows you that you can keep going if you know, just keep going, keep trying, keep pushing through, because you're going to get there eventually.
Come on, preacher.
And you got to be willing to accept, you know, open yourself up to that. Because if you close yourself off, and no matter how, you know, scary or it may seem, you got to be willing to open yourself up to healing and prospering and moving forward in life. Because you can't let stuff hold you back for too long. I know it may be hard.
Amen.
But you're going to get through it.
Come on now. We're going to get through it together.
I think I'll be trying to tell myself a message when I write my books.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Which is why I probably end up crying when I write my books.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. I
just got to listen to my message.
That's it. That's it. Because you're writing this not only for, you know, those people and that story. You're writing it for you because it comes from you, you know. And it's not just from you because you're the vessel. It comes from the Almighty. That's the sign that you're being given, you know. And it's a beautiful thing, though, because as the story develops, you see how strong their love is, just like that sunflower. And you see how they're giving up their past parts or the parts that they thought were dead, just like those marigolds. And they're falling into joy. You feel me? So, and it's a I've said this probably 100 times already, but it's a beautiful thing because love's a pretty nice thing.
Thank you.
It's really nice, and you did your thing. In what 6.5 weeks, you wrote 2 books.
Yeah, we're gonna do it again.
That's great. And I'll do it again.
I'm doing it again right now. Right, 2 different series. It's crazy. I just started a whole nother one.
That's so,
not a whole nother series. I mean,
that's so amazing. So, as we did the other one. I'd like you to do a random reading just to give them a little taste. Oh, before we do that, I would like to say, good job.
Thank you.
And what was, and I forgot to ask you about the other one too, so we'll put both of them together. Okay. What would you say was the hardest part about writing these books?
Well... The hardest part about writing the books was, well, I think it would be harder if I was writing a story about a man and a woman, because I have the tiniest bit of sexual experience.
I mean, hey,
So, but I know I'm a woman, and I know what I
Women
would
like-
like. So
I mean-
that's why. Okay, so that's not the hardest part. Uh, the hardest part, I'm gonna say emotionally,
okay.
in Marigold is writing about the stuff that happened to her, and not even that, but it's writing about the people
Right.
that did the things to
right.
her, and how unaffected they were by it. But how I had to like dive into her emotions, and she was so affected by this, and for these people to be still walking around
Right.
like nothing ever happened.
It's heavy. It's real heavy. Yeah.
And so that's the hardest part for me, having a deep dive into these deep emotions of this. Like, I know she's just the character, but to me, she feel like, a friend of mine.
Aw.
And I feel,
Connected and invested, if you will, into her well-being and her.
Right. I'm rooting for her.
Hey man.
I'm rooting for both of them.
Hey man. Yeah, I know.
That's why I didn't need a happy ending. And in Sunflower, it wasn't necessarily hard for me to write, but it was very. I think I put more of my emotions into it than I should have. It's the whole thing with being, because it was kind of personal.
I understand.
But the thing about being is, for every thing that he did wrong, there was another father figure in the book that did right.
Okay.
Which is why it's like two sides, both sides of the story.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
Which is why I wrote everybody else as loving fathers, and because that's how I see. There's two sides.
Yeah. There's always two sides. Well, three sides. Yeah.
And so I wanted to not only capture the bad, but also the good.
Okay. The nice balance.
Yeah.
Because not all men are trash.
Yeah. Well, also, personally,
right.
I just wanted to capture the good and the bad of, who.
Yeah.
So,
Understood.
Because I didn't want it to be all bad. I wanted it to be good too, which is why I made every other father figure in the book exceptional.
Not exceptional. Understood. I get that. So, pass that to you so you can catch us a good reading real quick.
Kind of like a disaster movie.
Come on now.
Okay. All right.
What chapter that is?
Chapter 12.
Chapter 12. Oh, look. 12 and then 13. Come on, man. Well, 13 and 12. We counting down.
So I'm going to read the first page and a half because, yeah. Also, it doesn't even ruin the part of the story that makes it a disaster movie.
All right.
All right, so this is 2024, right? Yeah. August 23rd, 2024.
Yeah. Oh, it's the day after my birthday.
5:02 p.m. Winter, what color should I make Lou's hat? I look up from the book I was reading and glance down at the paper that Sydney was drawing on. There was a cat-looking creature and a bear, I think. For the last hour, she'd been busy coloring as we waited for Autumn to get off work. I usually got off work at 4:30, but Autumn didn't get off until 5. Sid was actually supposed to be in the class with the other kids for the after-school program, but she threw a fit about wanting to stay and wait with me instead. Autumn told me it was okay with her as long as it was okay with me. Of course I didn't mind. She was no trouble. Which one is Lou? He's the raccoon. See? She replies and points at the one I thought was a bear. Oops. He's purple, but I don't know what color to make his hat. He's not wearing a hat, though. I say confused. Yeah, well, not yet. She shakes her head. You have to use your imagination, Winter. You're right. I'm sorry. I laugh. Okay, so how about green? Then he can low key look like Barney. Who's Barney? Oh God, I forgot you were born like 3 days ago. A joke. I pull out my phone and search for an episode of Barney and Friends to show her. When it starts to play, I hand her the phone and she stares attentively at the screen as the theme song plays. I explained to her that it was a show that I used to love watching when I was her age. She didn't reply and focused all her attention on the screen. I just smile and go back to reading my book. See? Kids love good shows, no matter how old they are. Knock knock. Oh my God, is that Barney I hear? I look up and see Autumn walking over to where we are. She peeks at the phone in Sid's hand and then looks up at me with a smile on her face. I get up and pull her in for a hug, placing a kiss on her soft lips. I asked her how her day was, and she told me that it was great but better now. I haven't seen that show in forever, she tells me. How in the world did she learn about that?
Nice. Wait, I'm really what it is. Dang, I forgot the word. But I'm happy that you read that section because it reminded me of another question to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
Not only is the relationship between autumn and winter important, but the relationship that Sydney has with winter is also very important.
Very important.
Because, she is a child still growing up and trying to adjust to the world. And also now her mother has a new spouse or a new, partner. So if you could, without ruining too much, could you explain the dynamic of Sydney and Winter's relationship and how it grows to, be to where they're all loving and more than comfortable with each other?
Well, I think it comes from the fact that Winter was Sydney's teacher.
Right.
And so she already had started developing that bond with her. Even from the first day, she just really liked this woman.
Yeah.
And so she trusted her and grew, how you have your favorite teacher and whatnot. And so she just already had a soft spot in her heart. She was already close with her because Winter and Autumn didn't officially start dating until December, but she started going to school in October.
Right.
So she had already grew a bond with Winter even before they had started dating officially.
Right.
So they were already close. And it didn't even, when she found out that they were dating, that's who she liked, because she told her that she liked her around Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
She was like, "Mommy, do you like somebody?" She was like, "Yeah, I do. I like Winter. Like my teacher, Winter." She was like, "Yeah." So like, that's so cool. Because, she already liked Winter so much that the thought of her and her mama being together was
just a dream come true, almost.
And since they were so close, their bond just continued to grow. As opposed to if she was to meet her out in the street or something and didn't introduce to her. She knew more about Winter before Autumn knew about Winter.
Okay. And then she was her teacher, so she already knew she was wishing her well and she wanted to see her grow. And so how did the relationship between Winter and Sydney, how did that play into the relationship between Autumn and Winter? Was it like she seen she seen more love for her as she seen how much she loved her daughter?
Yeah. She felt safe and confident that she was so close to her and all that, and they got along well. Also, Winter is the youngest of 4, and she already had nieces and nephews, so she was good with kids. She loved working with kids. This was her second year being a teacher, and so she was just naturally good with kids. And so even from the first day when she met her, she was always showing that how much she cared for her and all the other children around her. So that in turn made Autumn feel comfortable having her around her. And just like Winter started, appreciating how much Autumn took care of her daughter and watched out for her daughter, Autumn also appreciated how much Winter looked out for them and was there for them.
Nice. So they were like already locked in before.
Already locked in. I think in the second book or the third book, I say that if they hadn't even, if they wouldn't have been together, then it would have devastated Sydney more than either one of them.
Because she was already super invested in. Okay. So did she? So after the first book, Sydney goes to another grade. Are they? She's still her teacher, or?
Well, in the first book, well, you know how the school setup is. There's no grades. It's by age.
Oh yeah, so Montessori.
It's like 4 to 6, and then 7 to 9, and then I think 10 to 12, or either 10 to 11, and then 12 to 14. Whatever. It's per
right. Per age group.
The thing is, she wasn't supposed to be in Winter's class anyway. When she took the test, because there was a certain certain admission that she applied for, which made the children take the test, and they had to score above to be able to get that spot, because there's only so many spots. She tested age group above, which is how she got put in with the 7 to 9-year-olds, and she was on the 6. And that's how she got put in Winter's class. So she wasn't even supposed to be in that class technically.
So it's another quote unquote coincidence.
Yeah, but also that same year they started this thing where they would do rotating teachers for the younger kids. So Winter was only her teacher for the first semester of school.
Okay.
So after December, like when they left for winter break, then Isaac, whose name is Sai, ends up being her teacher.
Okay, which is Winter's friend. Okay. Nice. That's nice. I see what you did there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, so.
And explains more about the whole the scholarship process and the recruiting in Marigold. So I'm not gonna go too much into detail about that.
Right. So, book 1 is the setup. Book 2 is it starts to dive deeper into the story, and it's okay. So, book 3, which will come out. It hasn't come out yet, huh?
May 26th.
May 26th. Book 3, May 26th.
Also, book 4 coming out May 26th.
Oh, double drop.
I released those two at the same time. I released them at the same time.
Okay. So it's a double release. A double release. Right. So the next book, which is do you want to reveal it or?
Yeah.
Okay. Azalea.
Yes.
Is written in the perspective of
both of them.
Yes. Nice. Okay.
And the thing is, Azalea's takes place. So Marigold takes place in 2024 to 20. No, it ends in 2024. And then there's and then the prologue of Azalea's takes place in 2025.
Okay.
But the actual story doesn't start until 2027. To July 2027.
So in the future.
Yeah.
Okay.
So by this time, Sydney is 10 years old.
Right.
So
things are okay. All right.
And they've been together for
a little minute.
Yeah.
Nice. So it's safe to say that this is a successful love story.
It is. It's definitely successful. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Don't pray on their downfall, because it ain't gonna happen.
They locked in.
They
already locked in.
They locked in.
Right.
We only got to worry about one person.
Oh, Big Ben.
And we ain't got to worry about him till the 3rd book.
Big Ben, my dog.
Hopefully we ain't got to worry about the 4th book, but I don't know yet.
We'll see. Ben always makes an appearance. That's my guy there.
No, he don't need to be your guy. Leave him in the past.
Every good story has a wonderful and terrible antagonist.
Yeah.
You know,
he definitely an antagonist.
You got to give somewhere for the hate to go.
He a narcissist too.
Yeah, most of the antagonists are. But okay. So, is there anything else you would like the listeners to know about Marigold?
Hmm. I think I may or may not be a little bit more emotionally attached to Marigold,
Amen.
especially the ending.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we ain't gonna spoil the ending for him.
Also, the spicy scenes get bitter.
Oh snap!
Like
Caliente.
in the third book, it's a
even
lot.
it's even better.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
two peppers. Yeah, man.
It's a lot better.
Okay. So, oh man. So
They go from a 2.5 to a 4
they
on the 5-point scale.
Oh. So this is definitely not a children's book.
Definitely. Especially
Definitely
not
not.
book 3. Definitely not. I be going back reading, I be like, oh Lord.
Oh man, this is definitely not for kids. Okay.
I got a whole scene I ain't even put in the store. It's just on the side. I'm gonna release that as an exclusive. Cause it was just like a whole, almost
man.
a half a chapter
of just good stuff, huh?
of just good stuff.
Oh man. So where can they find these books?
You can find them on Amazon.
Amazon.
Barnes and Noble.
Barnes and Noble. Come on now.
And no, I don't think they own. I didn't put them on Apple Books yet. Apple, is that what it's called? Apple Books.
I think.
I didn't put them on yet, but those two are on Apple Books.
Okay.
Making the best of it and offers.
Nice.
It's a lot to go into to put these books on stuff.
I know. Trust and believe. I know. And you can get the Love Flower series, the first 2 books together on Kindle.
Yeah.
Okay, they come as a combo pack on Kindle. It's just in time for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, Valentine's Day.
Come on, man.
I can't wait till I release them all and make a box set.
Oh, that'll be real nice.
It's going to have all the flowers on the front of it. It's going to be painted by yours truly. And by yours truly, I mean not me, him.
Oh, man. Good stuff. So, Sunflower.
We cannot disclose the name of the 4th book, though, because it's going to spoil it.
I got you. No, yeah, we got it. Well, we.
But if you go follow me on TikTok and Instagram, you'll see what the name is.
Yeah, not you can't know. We still in the process, but I'll tell y'all, it's a good one. It's a good name. It's pretty cool. It's a flower too, y'all.
It is.
It's a flower. So
one of my favorites.
One of the favorites. So we got Sunflower and we got Marigold.
Yep.
First 2 books in the Love Flower series,
yes,
which introduce and also give the backstory to the 2 main characters, Winter Noble and Autumn Noble,
yes,
and Winter Hughes, 2 unsuspecting lovers who find each other when they need each other.
Yes.
And also young Sydney, who gets a bonus mile.
Pretty much.
Hey, man.
Also, here's a little fun fact. A few fun facts.
Come on now. Let's go.
First of all, Autumn's name was almost Zoe.
Autumn's name was almost Zoe? Okay.
Because she's named, well, I got her last name from one of my Sims. And it was like one of my favorite Sim families. And so one of my favorite characters in the family was named Zoe Noble. And so her name was almost Zoe. But I was like, what name? What's another different name? And then I don't know what Autumn came from. But I was like, it'd be cute if the person she fell in love with also had a season name. So it was between summer and winter. But I thought, why not winter?
Will there be a summer in the books?
No.
No summer?
No.
Okay. No
but
no spring?
No. But I can say that the reason why Winter's named Winter is because her father's parents were very into hiking and nature and things. And had this thing about naming their kids with names relating to nature and seasons and things. And so his name is Forrest Hughes.
Fun fact.
Yeah. And then her brothers, their middle names are like also nature related. And so that's
where that came from.
And Winter's name is Winter Noel Hughes. So, Winter Christmas hues.
Lord. Nice. Okay. Any more fun facts
I do have more fun facts
that you want to give to the folks?
I do. Do I? Just a few fun facts.
Without spoiling too much.
It's not gonna spoil nothing.
Okay.
Okay. It's on here.
You got it?
Yeah, it's on here.
Okay. I really like these spines.
I thought it would be cool to make them the same color as the font.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We haven't talked about this yet, but we're gonna talk about it if it's on the next podcast or whatever. But these are in the same universe as the East Kennedy High series. They just take place in the future.
Okay.
So there will be characters from those books in this book, and these characters in this book will show up in some of those later books after the first two books. I skipped that. Oh, one more fun fact I wanted to say. Samaya, Autumn's best friend,
Yes.
is Ben's cousin.
Bum.
Which means that technically, even though Samaya and Autumn aren't related, her children and Sydney are cousins. So they're actually cousins.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's the fun fact.
Nice.
But she didn't know that they were cousins when they first started dating. So, and Samaya doesn't like Ben. So, that's that.
Well, who does, right? Oh, man. Well, hey, hopefully one day, one book, Ben will get it together.
He won't.
I have faith in my guy, Big Ben.
He won't. I don't know why.
Everybody changes sometimes.
Oh, he changed all right.
Oh, Lord.
He changed all right.
Oh, Lord. Oh, man. Cool. And I'd say, as you say, great, mate. 8 out of 8.
Yeah.
Some good books.
Let's give it Captain Hook.
Yeah. Captain Hook. Oh, Lord.
Anyway, we can't wait to see him.
Can't wait to see where these books go. I'm excited.
Thank you.
For this journey, their journey, not only for winter and autumn, but for Sydney as well, because I'm knowing there's going to be something in the future in Sydney's perspective, because
there definitely is. I already planned it out.
Oh, well,
not planned it out, but I already got a little outline about it.
Okay, nice.
It's just only gonna be one book though.
Okay,
just like a little spin-off.
Okay,
there's also gonna be spin-offs for Samaya and Jordan.
Okay, so everybody getting their own book, huh?
And what's up, Ben?
Oh, man, you got to give Ben the book.
No.
Huh? Been around the block. Come on.
Nope.
Been there. Been down. Come on.
He gonna be...
Been gone.
He gonna be gone. Been gone out the store. Gosh.
Oh, man. Well, hey. That's it.
They're trying to make me like him. I don't like him. I wrote him like that for a reason.
Man, that's so crazy. But thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me, baby.
And y'all go check out Arii. Y'all go check out Arii, the author. She is amazing. She's been writing books every single day. So she's got like 1 million of them now. And
can't say none of that.
Let them know where to reach you at again.
On Twitter, not Twitter. Don't follow me on Twitter. TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. You can reach me at Tay and Friends Universe. That's at TAYANDUNIVERSE.
Got 'em.
It's so long. But yeah.
Oh, yeah. Man.
I do have a Twitter, but I don't use Twitter like that no more.
That's okay.
Since they deleted my account.
X. They extra.
They asked me for real.
Extra.
I didn't even do nothing.
Man. Well, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
This has been another literary moment with Mr. Yellow Man.
Bye. Bye, friends.
Tune in for another episode when we have, because we're going to have Arii again, of course. Because she's got, like I say, 1,000,001 books. So we got to cover all the books because each one is its own wonderful universe, and it holds.
No. They're all in the same universe.
Well,
every book.
their moments are in their.
Yes.
Okay, each one has their own moment in this universe that she has concocted, and it is a nice string of events that one day may be a couple movies.
Hopefully. I hope so.
We putting that
or
in
at least a TV show.
Yeah, we putting it in the air. You know, dun, 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 huh, making the best of it. Da, 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 da.
Because it's all for us.
Da, 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 da.
Sunflower, Marigold.
Da, 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 da. All right, y'all be easy, man, and don't forget to read, whether it's traditional, whether it's on your phone, whether it's in your mind, because a mind is a terrible thing to waste, and reading is fundamental. Don't you want to have some fun?
In your mental?
Come on now. Peace.